repatriation is always a challenge because depending on how long this family has been abroad, the more challenging it will be to get back to their old life. In terms of education, of course it depends on the age of the student. It's not the same to return with a 5-year-old than with a 15-year-old. Also the language of instruction where they were, because if they were in a Spanish speaking country, then they probably are able not just to speak, but to write and read as if they never left the country. But the curriculum is something to consider. If we're bringing back a high school student who will need to face the exam that we have at the end of high school, they might have some lack of knowledge in certain areas and might need some extra push, some tutoring. But I don't think it's impossible for a child who is a Spanish speaking student and who has kept the language and grown with the Spanish language. It's not impossible to reintegrate into the Spanish curriculum. I think the biggest challenge for a family who's coming from abroad is probably the tuition fees, because if their children have been in an English speaking school or in a British curriculum school or in a German school, they might want to go to the international school in their area, but they're not able or willing to pay the tuition fees. And there's usually no company behind helping them with that.